Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Alabama has executed convicted murderer Kenneth Eugene Smith with nitrogen gas, the first time the method of capital punishment has been used globally. Smith lost his 2 final appeals to the Supreme Court and one to a federal appeals court, arguing the execution was a cruel and unusual punishment. In 2022, Alabama tried and failed to execute Smith by lethal injection. He was convicted in 1989 of murdering a preacher's wife, Elizabeth Sennett, in a killing for hire. According to the Death Penalty Information Center, Smith is the first person to be put to death using pure nitrogen gas anywhere in the world.
I think that anybody that witnessed this knows that we didn't see someone go unconscious in 2 or 3 seconds. We didn't see somebody go unconscious in 30 seconds. What we saw was minutes of someone struggling for their life. And we also saw correction officials in the room who were visibly surprised at how bad this thing went.
A federal judge in Brazil has ordered the mining giants BHP, Vale and their Samarco iron ore joint venture to pay $9.67 billion in damages over a deadly dam burst in 2015. The collapse of the Fundão Dam in the southeast of the country caused a giant mudslide that killed 19 people. It also severely polluted the Rio Doce River, compromising the waterway to its outlet in the Atlantic Ocean. It was not immediately clear how much each company is required to pay. Judge Vinicius Corbucci said the companies were liable for moral damages or non-material harm, such as emotional distress suffered by those affected by the incident. The Kenyan High Court has blocked the government from deploying police officers to fight gangs in Haiti.
A declaration, number 3, is hereby issued at any decision.
The judge argued that the deployment would be illegal as the National Security Council lacks the legal authority to send police outside Kenya. He added that the council can only deploy armed forces for peacekeeping missions such as Haiti. Last year, Kenya had volunteered to lead a multinational security force in Haiti to quell gang violence. Ekuru Aukot, an opposition leader who brought the case, said this was a win for Kenya and that the country cannot afford to spare officers before tackling its own security challenges. India is celebrating its 75th Republic Day with a colourful parade at which French President Emmanuel Macron is the chief guest. The day marks the anniversary of India officially adopting its constitution, making it a sovereign republic. The parade, held in the capital Delhi, went through the avenue of Kartavya Path, or Path of Duty, formerly known as the Raj Path, which connects many important landmarks in the city. It culminated at the Red Fort, a 7th century monument about 7 kilometres away. Part of the parade is a display of the country's cultural heritage as well as military might. For the first time, an all-women contingent of the Army, Air Force and the Navy also marched in the parade. Buckingham Palace says King Charles has been admitted to hospital for treatment for an enlarged prostate. The procedure will be carried out at the London Clinic private hospital where Catherine, the Princess of Wales, had surgery last week. It is understood that the King visited his daughter-in-law in the hospital on Friday morning ahead of his own scheduled treatment. It is not yet known how long King Charles will remain in hospital. Queen Camilla was seen with the monarch when he arrived at the Central London Hospital. King Charles has made his health problem public as a way of sending a message to other men to get their prostates checked. And a painting by the Austrian artist Gustav Klimt that was believed to have been lost for 100 years has been found in Vienna. Portrait of Fräulein Lisa once belonged to a Jewish family in Austria and was last seen in public in 1925. Its fate after that is unclear, but the family of the current owners have had the painting since the 1960s. The Im Klinsky auction house estimates the painting's value at more than $54 million. It called the rediscovery a sensation. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.